Right, it's that time of the year again. Eurovision week. Well, actually, as we know, it's a fortnight. The performers have been in Baku already for a week and are warming up and rehearsing and hopefully putting a wonderful show together for us. Although I have to say, the sound so far hasn't been the best, but whatever. I'm sure it's going to work on the big night. Or on the 3 big nights, actually, because, of course, we have the 2 semis to look forward to this coming week, Tuesday and Thursday. And this video is my review of the contestants in the first semi. And to start, I just have to say that this is just an overview of my opinions of these songs. I'm not an oracle, and if I slam your country song, that doesn't mean that I think your entire country is a shithole and deserves to be whatever. It's just a song. That's all it is. I'm only talking about these songs, my opinions, and my thoughts on how they may or may not do in this coming semi-final, sorry. So, let's see. We start out with Montenegro. Pretty weird entry. It's sort of shades of Jean-Michel Jarre. And it's interesting, and I like that it's there, that it's breaking up the field, which is pretty uniform this year. There aren't that many far-out weird entries, and not a lot of genres covered, unfortunately, but this would probably be too weird. It's a bit unmelodic. With some chords it may resonate with the whole Euro theme, but I think the performance will be too weird, and I don't think this will get through. Iceland, however, I like it a lot. I think it's very dramatic, and sounds rather Icelandic, which I think is going to be a strong point for them. The chorus is very good. And of course, we all love the violin. The violin is always a strong point in Eurovision. Or it has been since 2009 for some reason. It has a lot of potential. I think it will probably get through. But it will depend quite a bit on the presentation. I think they should emphasize the Icelandic part. I think it's a mistake that they're singing in English. I think, personally, I would have loved seeing them do this in Icelandic in the international final as well, and I think actually they would have had a better chance if they'd done that. But they're doing it in English, so best of luck to them. They deserve to get through. But I hope they will do something a little more exciting with the song than they did in their national final, because that was actually kind of dull. But the song is dramatic and will hopefully catch people's attention. I think it has a good chance of getting through. Greece. I have to say, first of all, I love their selection this year. Oh, we have no money, so we can't do this huge expensive thing. But then instead of just dropping out, let's do it totally cheaply. Let's just go to a mall and have some fun at the mall. I really enjoy that, and I also enjoy this song. I think it's good. It's a catchy song. It has a recognizably Greek beat to it, which I think audiences will appreciate. The performance is energetic. It's fun to watch. I'm sure they will get through. The big question as to how well they'll do is probably if this girl can actually sing, because it's obviously playback that we've seen so far, and I was a little worried that she would suck when she had to sing live, but so far what I've seen from Baku is looking pretty good actually. So yeah, Greece definitely performing on Saturday. Latvia, possibly for me the weirdest entry of all this year, and I wish this song had been in Latvian. I so wish this song had been in Latvian, because the melody is fantastic, and it just goes straight to my reptile brain. I think the melody is so catchy, infernally catchy. But the problem is the lyrics are not in Latvian, they are in English. I do understand them, and they are so weird. Hopefully most of the audience won't be using Google Translate while they watch, so they are going on the Digaloo Thrush, because I think this song really benefits from people not understanding the actual lyrics. It's a fun entry. The singer's pretty and has a pretty good voice, but it's really strange when you understand what she's singing, and I don't think they're going to be able to get that to work on stage. The video is really cool. They may be able to get through. I really can't tell. It's so weird. I can't tell, but I'm not really optimistic for Latvia this year. Albania. They're good this year. The song is pretty, the singer is pretty, it's very dramatic. It's a little depressing though. It's not very catchy, and it has a sort of downward momentum that may not necessarily appeal to audiences looking to have fun on a Saturday night. I love that they're using Albanian lyrics. She's singing in Albanian. And it's a respectable entry. May get through, may not, depending on the competition. It's pretty forgettable. But it's a solid entry, and they can hold their head up high this year. I think so. I think it's good work. I have to say, Albania, you guys have sent some slightly off-kilter stuff previously, and we haven't always been surprised when we haven't gotten through. But this year, you have a better chance than usual, I think. May not work for you, but at least it's a quality entry. Romania. Kind of the same thing, except it's not depressing. It's fun. It's a little repetitive. It gets a little repetitive, but it's fun. Their singer's pretty. She's got a pretty good voice. Yeah, I hope the presentation isn't too weird with the costumes and all, because this should get through. I think it'll be fun to see this on Saturday too. It's upbeat. It's puts you in a good mood listening to it. And I always expect good things from Romania. This year I was a little underwhelmed, but it's a totally acceptable entry, and it's not a winner, but definitely stands a chance of getting through. Again, it's a fun entry. The performance may be too weird. I hope they do a good presentation and wear something normal. Yeah, and maybe cut back on the bagpipes. Switzerland. I'm not too fond of Switzerland. Sometimes, a couple of years, they've had songs that I've absolutely loved, but at the same time known that they weren't going to get through. Last year, they were great. This year, it's sort of meh. The chorus is catchy, but the song takes way too long to get going. It's kind of catchy while you listen. It's a little bit too emo for me. It's okay. I like it when I listen to it, but I don't have high hopes for Switzerland this year. I think this is going to turn audience off a bit. I mean, good luck. You guys deserve it because you keep trying, but not this year. I don't think this will be a good year for Switzerland, unfortunately. I have a bad feeling. Belgium. The singer's pretty and she has a distinctive voice. Both of those things are good because everybody loves a pretty girl, and people do enjoy, at least most of the people I know, a voice that has some character, that will stand out a bit from the crowd, and I think she has that. She has a voice that isn't just pretty, but has some character as well. The song is melodious, pretty melody, but I'm not sure about its chances to get to the final, because I think it's probably too bland and anonymous. It's sort of smooth, but yeah. It's nothing special. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not that special either, unfortunately. Finland, on the other hand, I love Finland this year. Oh, Finland is, if I get my way, they'll come in third. I don't think I'll get my way, but I don't know if they'll get through. I so intensely hope they will. I love this song. It's a beautiful melody, beautiful singer with a beautiful voice. I think it will probably depend on the presentation quite a bit, because in their national finals they had the singer. I'm sorry, the dancer. Obviously they had a singer, but they also had a dancer who was dancing sort of between the audience and the singer, and I found that really distracting. She seems to have been removed in their presentation now, which I really hope, because she didn't add to it. I think that the lyrics are beautiful. The theme is wonderful. It's, for those of you who don't understand Swedish, maybe most of you, it's about the love for a mother, the love of a child, a grown child, presumably, for a mother, and I think that's a really good theme, and I think it's a little different from the boy meets girl kind of thing that's so common in Eurovision songs. And one thing that I love about it, I intensely hope they're going to get through to the final, but I really am not sure, because I know that a lot of the reasons why I like it, it's something that's specific to Scandinavia or the Nordic countries. For instance, I love that she's singing in Finland Swedish, which is just so incredibly charming. She sounds just like the Moomin. What's not to love? but I don't delude myself that that's going to appeal in the same way to someone who's watching in, say, Bucharest, because they're not going to think she sounds just like the Moomin. I'm pretty sure the Moomin doesn't sound like that in Romania or wherever. So I'm really not sure, and I have kind of a bad feeling because it's such a beautiful song. I would love to vote for it. I can't vote for it on Tuesday because they're not in our semi, but I would love the chance to vote for Finland, so I'm really hoping they'll get through. I think they deserve to, regardless of what I think, because it is a very pretty song. It's a lovely song, and she sings it beautifully, so Finland. I have my fingers crossed, but they may bomb because it's very low-key. It's not dancey, it's just low-key and beautiful. Fingers crossed for Finland. Israel, next. It's a weird entry. It's fun though, it's catchy, it has an infectious beat. I think it may be too weird for audiences generally, but it's definitely original. It gets a little repetitive, but overall I like it. I think it's, yeah, weird but fun. I'm not sure how it's gonna do though. It may get through, it may not. Hard to say. Compared to Montenegro, certainly it's less weird. So fingers crossed. But good luck to Israel. I think they've sent something that stands out, but it may be too weird to get very good results. As for San Marino, I might want to say they're weird too, but they're just mostly annoying. I think that the theme of the song means that it only works in video, so they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. I'm pretty sure this doesn't stand a single chance. It's not the singer's fault, she's pretty and she has an okay voice, she's just way too old to be singing a song like this. It's not a good entry, it's actually a bad entry. I don't understand who they think will like this. You know, it may appeal to youthful audiences because of the Facebook theme, but I really... no. Pretty sure this is gonna bomb. The kids have much better songs to choose from within this semi and generally in the contest this year. So, bye-bye San Marino. Nothing personal, but the song just is no good. Cyprus, on the other hand, I dig Cyprus. The lyrics aren't that great, but the song is very catchy. The performer, she's really good, except I'm not entirely convinced about her singing voice, which I hope is... I hope she'll be able to perform it well, because it's a really catchy song. It's going to get people dancing. I'm pretty sure it's going to get through. They deserve to this year. They put in a good effort, and this is a song that, yeah, will get people on their feet, dancing in the aisles. So really, one of the better songs that Cyprus have sent, I have to say. I like this a lot. As for Denmark, they've been doing really well recently, but I don't think they're going to be doing too great this year. I think this song is, it's too bland, it's a little repetitive, and there's nothing wrong with the song, and the singer, she's sweet, her voice is okay, her costume is awful. At least it was in the national final. I haven't seen her in rehearsals yet, and I really hope that she's changed her costume because she looked just crazy in the national final. But the song, there's nothing wrong with the song, it's okay, but it's just too bland, so... Denmark, not a winner this year, unfortunately. We need something catchier. This just could have been from anywhere. Could be anything. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't do anything for me. Russia, though. Russia has a lot of character this year. I love the Russian entry. If you only heard it like on radio or on CD or whatever, then you have got to watch it on Tuesday, because this song, it's not that great on just a recording, because the whole concept, it's a concept song, you have to see the whole thing, and I love the guys. I think they are just absolutely wonderful, so sweet. I think it's so great that they're sending a song like that. I don't think it's the winner, I think it's too gimmicky. Gimmicky songs don't win, or I never have so far, but I think they're going to do really well. I'm sure we'll see them again in the final on Saturday, and I'm looking forward to it, for one. I think it's a great entry, not necessarily a great song, but it's a great entry, and it's certainly very original. The most original song on stage this year, and sorry, not song, entry. And I'll be rooting for Russia. I would probably send a vote their way if I could have voted in the semi, but I'm sure I'll see them again on Saturday, so we'll all have our chance to vote for them then. Go Russia! Hungary. Hungary is another country that I have pretty high expectations of, and their entry this year it's okay, but it's not up to my high expectations, unfortunately. The song doesn't match the band name. It's kind of weird because when you hear a band name like Compact Disco, then you expect, I don't know, disco? And this song is absolutely nothing like that. It's an okay song, there's nothing wrong with it. Again, nothing wrong as such, but it's just too bland. It doesn't have a lot of character, personality, whatever. I don't think Hungary will get through this year. And this is not on the level that I've gotten used to from them, I don't think. Nothing wrong with the song, but nothing special either, unfortunately. As for Austria, there's certainly a lot that's special about their song this year. It's a song that is theoretically fun, but in actual fact, when you see it, it's really tacky. I'm not sure. I'm totally sure they won't get through to Saturday. And what I'm not quite sure about is who they figured this would appeal to, if any. You know, who they thought would watch this and think, oh wow, this is totally my song. I love to shake my ass, so I'm gonna vote for this. You know, I kind of failed to spot their intended target audience with this song, and I think they're probably gonna bomb. But yeah, Moldova, catchy song, awful lyrics.